So I'm going to conclude these mobile crisis analysis with a video as opposed to an audio, even though we don't really need a video for this. But since the last 3 have been videos, I'll do another video. So what's going on here? Well, and of course, I've sent you in the evidence that I've sent the media, but you will see that Allie Rowe pays off her mortgage. Okay. 3 months after she visits me, which maybe actually I'll include that in this video. Okay. But here's what's going on. This girl, this Sherry, her preoccupation with "do you have a mental illness?" That's because they are gathering information to file this fraudulent false pretense civil commitment petition. Okay, and we get some background into the civil commitment petition. I was the one that told Jenny how to do this. Okay, because we've been arguing about this for a week, and she keeps telling us bullshit that I'm paranoid and all this garbage. And I told her, "Well, go in front of a judge or a magistrate and tell them this." And I said, "You can prepare. You can be prepared for me to contend that you were filing in bad faith." And I said, "One of us is going to walk out of there in handcuffs." Okay, you go to the magistrate, you go to a judge, and you file one of these petitions. Either you're lying and you're going to go in handcuffs for lying to a judge, or I'm paranoid and they're going to forcibly hospitalize me. Kind of the notion there is like, I'm sick of your damn lies. I want you to go lie to somebody and throw you in jail for lying. Okay. So this gets the gears turning of Wells Fargo, because again, everything it goes to Jenny, goes to Wells Fargo, because this is their mess, although it's unknown to me at this time that it's Wells Fargo's mess. And this gets their gears turning. And so they decide that they're going to do this, and they pay off these people to do this. And one requirement for these petitions is that the person has to have a mental illness. And I forget how they phrase it on these petitions, but that's basically it. If you got a mental health diagnosis, they can file one of these petitions on you if you meet the other criteria. And they are aware that these people are probably going to take Jenny's word for it, because Jenny is not a counselor. They also need this fraudulent, complete and total bullshit healthcare record to be made up, so that what they're planning on here is possibly using it for this petition, the civil commitment petition, as some kind of substantiating evidence for it. But also in a later date, if I take these people to court, because again, that's what triggers this whole series of crimes, is when I get mad at Jenny and threaten to take her to court. Okay, and actually, I think I threatened to take Jenny and Tony to court at one point. But this can be subpoenaed in court, and they're not counting on me ever obtaining the records. So we're gonna have a court trial. All of a sudden, this pops out of nowhere that I've been documented to have this problem. Okay. And so that was the reason she has this goal-directed, "Do you have mental illness?" And once she established, and then she wants to know my diagnosis, because they got to put that on this petition. But let me show you here these. Okay, I have to find out here what documents what. Okay, so here's the general warranty deed for Allie Rowe's house. Okay, so this is the grantee. See here. So here's the grantor. All these people are the grantors, and the grantee is Matthew and Allison Rowe. Okay, this deed is on the 16th of March, 2018. And they got it signed and notarized. Now, in North Carolina, the excise tax is $1 per $500. So you could do the math here, and they have paid, I think it's going to be $195,000 for this house. Okay, so 500 times 390. I have to check my math here, but I mean, my brain is totally fried. I've been up forever, and I've got this. I've been taking a lot. My practice is on a variable dose. I can take 5 or 10 milligrams a night. I've been taking 10 milligrams forever, and this 10 milligrams compounds my cognitive impairment extremely. And my mind is fried. But this should be 190. $95,000, right? Yeah, okay. So that's what they paid for this property. Now in North Carolina, we are we do our mortgages with a deed of trust. And so when she gets this deed of trust, she gets this property, she'll have a deed of trust to record the mortgage. Okay, so looks like a movement mortgage gave her a mortgage. Again, this is in March of 2018. We find the amount of this mortgage. Where's the amount at? And what happens is this deed of trust will be held by a trustee, I believe is how this works. It's been forever since I went to real estate school. And you know, once the mortgage is paid off, this will be satisfied. Where's it at? Trying to find the amount. Okay. This thing here, security interest. Okay, here we go. There it is. So 189. Let's go back here. Okay. Owes lender. Okay. By borrower. And let's go back to borrower. Let's confirm that the borrower in these definitions is yep, borrower. There you go. So this is them. They owe $189,150. And this is a maturity date of April 1st, 2048. Now, let's get the date on this deed of trust, just to make sure. Yeah, so this is again on March 16, 2018. Okay. Now here, this is all off of Mecklenburg County Public Records. We see here, this is stamped on August 7th, 2019. But I believe as of 7/27/2019, paid in full and satisfied in 7/23. So she visits me on 4/17/19. Roughly 3 months later, she pays off her mortgage. I know you can search county records yourself. So you can Google it and find Mecklenburg County records, and you will see there is no refinance whatsoever. There's no deed of trust to say, hey, we know a new bank this balance of this mortgage. There's nothing to evidence of the sale of this property, which you could probably get on the GIS, the Mecklenburg County GIS, and look up this address and see this probably still show her as the resident. You know, she said she didn't sell the house. Yeah, there's nothing to indicate that. And so here, she's apparently paid off her mortgage magically. That she gets it in March 2018. 3 months after she visits me in 2019, she pays it off. How much did she owe? Well, I can't tell you how much she owed for sure, but I can estimate with a very dumbed down amortization table. And there's no use splitting hairs over these numbers, but I get that she would have owed roughly $186,000. Okay, and what I did is I just Googled the interest rate for the time period in question, and gave her a 30-year mortgage, and this principal that again comes from that deed of trust. And you know, you can mess with these figures here. So say if she had 4% interest, you know, she still has $185,000. Okay, you got 3% interest, 184,000, 2% interest, 183. You know that it's very obvious that she's got a big chunk of change all at once. And again, where does this come from? Okay, where's this windfall of 180,000, 190,000, whatever it is that she gets? Where does this come from? Who is the big money player that has an interest in having this complete and total load of bullshit, fraud from point A to point Z, healthcare record taken, and who has an interest in having a fraudulent, false pretense civil commitment petition prepared with the aid of this girl who gets this money? Who's the big money player that can sneeze 190 grand? Well, it's not a question. You already know the answer. And of course, she might have got paid more than this, but what I picture's happened here is, again, I have very strong reason to believe, I'm quite certain that this girl is Jenny's personal friend. Okay, that Jenny knows this girl, and I could tell by the way that when Jenny references her, she uses the way she talks in the way that you would talk when you're familiar with someone, not when it's some third party that you just met for the first time or talked on the phone with, 2 days, how many days ago. But what's happened is she's been propositioned about this by Jenny, and either she's told Jenny or they've arranged a call, and they want to know what's her price to do this, and she says, well, if I could pay off my mortgage, okay, because that's where her mind goes. Man, wouldn't it be great if I had my mortgage paid off, and how much ahead I could get financially. And so this is that's my intuition. It's what's happened here, and the gap, the 3-month gap, that is possibly she waited a few months to make it less obvious. Possibly it took them that long to do whatever they got to do to pay her. But that's my best theory as to what happened. Is, again, they propositioned her. Well, if I could pay off my mortgage, she does it, and they give her the money. Her mortgage is paid off. But I'll go ahead and just close this. I don't think there's anything else to say about this.